welcome to Howard Johnson Inn. Rue was staying last night with me in this room, and tonight I have the room for myself because she hiked on already today and I was having a 0. And I have to say that I have been pleasantly surprised by this place. It's cleaner and nicer than the most of the cheap hotels, and still they offer a hiker rate, which is of course a lovely thing. And the breakfast is better than in most motels. It's not extraordinary in any way, but it's a good breakfast. Today I was planning to show you some of my resupply so that you can see what are the things that I usually eat on a trail. And of course it depends where I get my resupply than what I'm able to get actually. But these are the main things that I usually eat. So this is my dinner items, and I also sometimes have it for lunch. Depends how much I'm able to carry. So tuna is great. You can have it in these nice pouches. In Finland we mostly have tuna in cans, and I don't really want to carry it in cans, but these pouches are very nice. My personal favorite at the moment is the hickory smoked, and I quite often also have the plain tuna, but there are lots of different tastes and I've been trying different kind of things, and some are better and some not. And then of course the tortillas. So what I do, I basically have a tortilla and wrap my tuna in it, and that's my dinner. Then there is also, of course, my chocolate. I've got a little bored to Snicker bars and all those bars, so I'm now mainly eating these Hershey's milk chocolate that had almonds in it. And actually it sounds crazy, but this is my breakfast item. I eat chocolate for breakfast, and well, the main reason is that if I eat it in the evening, if the day is hot, the chocolate is melted, but when I hang my bareback for the night outside, then in the morning the chocolate is good and it's not melted, so that's why chocolate is for breakfast. Other thing that I eat sometimes for breakfast and sometimes during the day are these cheddar crackers. There are many different brands of these. I went to Kroger today, so these are the Kroger ones, and you can have these with any kinds of fillings, but I prefer the cheddar ones. Let's see what else I have here. I usually have some kind of bars and different kind of bars. I don't want to get bored, so these are something new once again. Sometimes I have protein bars and sometimes granola bars and whatever kind of bars. These are protein bars. And well, this is a new thing. I had to buy the Transformers for once because, I don't know, the child in me wanted. So these are fruit snacks, or what we could call in Finnish fruit candy actually. There are small pouches in here, and on the trail when you eat so much of bars and dry things, you kind of miss fruit and those kind of stuff. So many people are starting to eat now these fruit snacks, and I decided, well, I give it a go and try to have these small pouches of fruit snacks and see if that helps with my craving of fruits. I don't think it's the same thing as having fruit, but well, you know, something more juicy. Then I used to have trail mix, and I also have nowadays sometimes trail mix, but mainly I've been eating almonds, and I've also tried different kinds of, and this is my favorite at the moment, the lightly salted one. The plain ones are also good. The salted ones are a little bit too salty, so these slightly salted ones are my favorite, as I said, at the moment. So that's something that I eat during the day. And of course, some candy. I learned to love Sour Patch. That's something that I usually eat in the evenings. while I'm reading my book before I go to sleep. And then one other thing that is my absolute favorite are these chocolate raisins, and I especially like these ones because I'm not able to show it to you now, but this bag from the inside, it has the reflective kind of material, so these actually don't melt even though you are hiking on a hot day, so these are still good in the evening. So that's also one of my favorite items. So that is what I eat on a trail. Lots of candy, lots of almonds, and tuna tortillas. And here are a couple more things that I forgot to show you. So this is instant oatmeal, and this is a new thing that I'm trying. I don't have a stove, as you know, and but you can have oatmeal cold. It's usually quite okay, and I haven't been that happy with my breakfast. I want something more kind of filling for my breakfast, so Rue was actually buying this big bag of instant oatmeal, and she had extra, so she was very kind and gave some for me, so I'm going to try to have this for breakfast. So I'm just going to pour water and have my oatmeal cold. Or then the other thing that I can do, of course, if I want to let the oatmeal sit for a while, I could do so-called overnight oatmeal that I know, for example, Goose and Andy's are having. So they make their oatmeal in the evening and let it sit for the night in the bareback and then eat it in the morning. So then it has kind of more time to get more softer in the water. But we will see how that turns out to be. And then there is my beloved Pepsi. So I'm horrible Pepsi addict. And of course I can't have Pepsi every day on a trail. But what I do nowadays is that when I leave town, I take one bottle of Pepsi and I usually drink it during the first day out, and then I have the empty bottle that I can use as a water bottle. And as you may know, I prefer to drink from my drinking system, but the problem with the drinking platter is that you don't know how much water is in there unless you take it out from your backpack, and you just know when you're out of water. So what I do nowadays is that I have some water in my drinking system, and then I usually fill this bottle. So when my water in my drinking system is out, I know that I still have half liters of water left. And I also get to have my Pepsi.